sound of that. Losing oil pressure on the starboard engine.
Well, on the plus side, all the pretty little lights on the instrument panel are still working.
Brian, we're in trouble here.
Hey, what's happening up there?
Is there something wrong with this engine?
Engines are known to sputter now and then, Helen, but chances of one actually stopping have just increased dramatically.
Now she's yawing into the dead edge, and feather the prop while I try to keep the nose up.
Trying to... Ugh, prop lever's jammed.
God, we're going
Pull it
down.
harder. See if it'll come out.
Ocean.
What do you mean? Maybe the needs is on the race side.
We are handling it. There's nothing any of you can do.
Yeah, everybody just fasten your seatbelts and sit tight.
Oh, this can't be happening. This is supposed to be the biggest night of my life. Sometimes you can really feel like a pawn in the hands of fate. I mean, none of this would have happened if this morning I had come out of the kitchen just 1 second earlier or 1 second later.
Oh, God, you clumsy fool! Where's your mind?
So sorry. Let me help you with that.
Just get away. You're only making it worse.
Listen, I'm really sorry. You'll have to let me clean that for you.
This is pure silk. You won't be able to clean it.
Well, then I'll replace it.
Considering this is one-of-a-kind, custom-tailored jacket from Milan, Italy, it would be easier to replace you.
If I can't clean it, then I'll send you a check.
Oh, all right. It's certainly of no use to me in this condition. Have the check made out for this amount and send it to this address.
Whoa. You see the price in lira, and it always seems so inflated. How much would this be in dollars?
That is in dollars.
Can you believe this?
Yeah, what a jerk.
This is all I need. I mean, I'm practically down to my last penny, and now I gotta buy this guy a jacket that costs more than my car.
Oh, get him a knockoff. My tailor can duplicate that jacket exactly. It won't cost you more than $50.
Plus, it would be machine washable, flame retardant, and have a neat little zip-away hood.
Oh, my God. Look at this card. Do you know who that is? I don't believe it. It's Peter Swindon.
Of course. He plays Smedley the Hobo on the Papa the Clown show.
Lowell, he's the managing director of the Boston Symphony Orchestra.
Is there nothing the man can't do?
I hate that Swindon. I sent him an audition tape over a year ago, and he didn't even have the courtesy to send me a response. Not even a form letter telling me to go to hell.
Well, good manners went out with the Eisenhower administration.
But Helen, I thought you gave up the idea of becoming a concert cellist. Can't you put all that stuff behind you?
I did. It just bugs me when a guy in a position of power treats someone like dirt and he never gets called on it.
I never let that happen. Just last night, I had an ugly scene with the night manager of Ben & Jerry's. Pimply-faced little puke tried to close early on me. Big mistake. I bet he's still picking chocolate jimmies out of his scalp.
You know, Helen, this Swindon guy isn't going anyplace until his flight is called. If you still want to give him a piece of your mind, I say go for it.
You know, you're right, Joe. That made me feel a lot better. Thanks.
Joe, I know you're only trying to help, but I think you really stirred up a hornet's nest here.
Who said I'm trying to help?
All of a sudden, I'm proud to be a Hackett.
Excuse me, Mr. Swindon. I have something to say to you. My name is Helen Chappell, and I don't just work behind a lunch counter. I also happen to be a cellist.
Well, perhaps you should get together with that oboe-playing busboy and that flute-playing baggage handler I ran across earlier and form yourselves a little band.
I sent you an audition tape over a year ago, and you didn't even have the courtesy to send me a response. In your book, that may make you some big shot, but if you ask me, you're nothing but an insensitive, pig-headed, self-centered SOB.
What are you implying?
You don't even remember, do you? I played the Britten Cello Suite. You want to know something? I played the hell out of it.
Wait a minute. The Britten Cello Suite? I do remember.
Oh, don't humor me.
I'm not. I wouldn't know how. You used the delicately understated left hand pizzicato during the Serenata movement.
Yeah, you bet your G-string I did.
Where have you been? We all loved that tape. We wanted you for second chair.
Well, what the hell happened?
But somehow the label fell off. We tried everything to locate you, but to no avail.
This is unbelievable. Really? You wanted me to play in the Boston Symphony Orchestra? Did you hear that? Well, you know, as fate would have it, I'm still available.
Quite ironic, isn't it?
Yes, that you would literally bump into me by accident.
No, I mean that we filled the position with someone of lesser ability, but she grew to be a wonderful cellist. Isn't that a hoot? Oh, excuse me, it's my office. Wait till I tell them our mystery cellist works the lunch counter in some piddly airport. They going to laugh.
Isn't this great? Is this just the best? I mean, why doesn't life just kick me when I'm down?
I believe it just did.
And you want to know the worst part? My music career was really over when I got back from New York, and this just dredges it all up again. I had finally gotten to the point where I could listen to classical music without throwing up.
Maybe there's hope for me yet.
Gee, Helen, I'm really sorry. Guess it would have been better if you'd never known how close you got. Sometimes ignorance is bliss.
It's not as good as losing consciousness.
This is the most incredible coincidence. You know this cellist we were speaking of, the one we hired instead of you? I've just been informed she has tendinitis and can't perform tonight. Tonight is the opening of our spring season. It's going to be difficult to find a replacement on such short notice.
I'm available.
I thought of that, of course. I heard your tape, and you're fantastic. But no, it would never work.
What? What would never work? Whatever it is, I can make it work.
The program is Schoenberg. The technical demands are daunting. I don't have to tell you how difficult Verklechte Nacht is.
That's my warm-up piece. That's what I play every day.
This is extraordinary. I must be as lucky as I am gifted.
Attention. Aeromass Flight 17 to Boston is now departing this piddly airport at Gate 1.
Look, I have to catch that plane, so I'm gonna have to make a very bold decision. Miss Chapel,
Yes?
the job is yours. The performance is at 8 o'clock tonight at Symphony Hall. Don't let me down.
No, sir, I will not. I will not. I'll be there. This is the dream come true. It's just perfect.
Yes, I know. Your fee for tonight should almost cover the cost of my jacket.
This is unbelievable. I'm going to be playing with the Boston Symphony Orchestra.
Why, she is happy.
Helen, I had no idea you could move like that.
Me either. I've never done anything like it before.
You know, Helen, this may seem like a strange time to bring this up, but I think we should start dating again. Brian, I don't know how much longer I can hold this. How's that prop lever coming?
Almost got it. Almost got it. No, all right.
All right, that's it. Gee, this thing's handling like a garbage truck. Brian, try to restart that engine.
No luck.
Well, keep trying. Flying over water with one engine isn't exactly my favorite thing in the world.
It's bad enough that fate had this in store for me. But when you think about it, it was fate that put my friends on this plane, too.
Okay, everything's arranged. You all will have the best seats in the house. Then you'll see the concert, and then we'll all go out for a nice triumphant bottle of champagne.
Actually, Helen, I can't.
What do you mean you can't? What could be more important than my symphonic debut, Joe?
Jim Bartow's bachelor party.
Wait a minute. You're talking about sitting around with a bunch of guys guzzling beer, watching some sleazy strippers. I'm talking about the most important night of my life.
Helen, I'm Jim's best man. I'm organizing the whole thing. Look, I am really sorry.
Joe.
And for your information, I'm not having any strippers. Unless I can get the Devlin twins to knock $100 off their asking price.
Oh, well. You'll be there, won't you, Brian?
Oh, absolutely, especially if we can get the Devlin twins, because they do a version of the old Harpo marks in the doorway routine. Makes even me blush.
I meant you'll be there at the symphony.
Helen, after everything we've been through, you know I want to be there for you. But this bachelor party's a surprise, and I'm the one who's supposed to get Jim there. He thinks he's going to see a double feature. And with any luck, he will. I'm sorry.
Well, does it have to be tonight?
Hey, Whatever it is, can't you change it?
Oh, well, if it was anything else, I could. But I'm being awarded the Nantucket Volunteer of the Year award.
Faye, this is important to me.
Well, my award's important to me, too. Do you think I'm out there every weekend in an orange jumpsuit picking up roadside trash because I like it?
Well, Lowell, I guess it's just you and me tonight.
Really?
Yeah.
You give up your symphonic debut to help me install a new transponder in Joe's plane?
You busy, too? Gosh, you never have anything to do.
Well, tonight I do. Plane's available thanks to that bachelor party. Bachelor party, might I add, that no one invited me to.
Well, you don't even like Jim Bartow.
But I like watching strippers. Even if they are my cousins.
It's an important night of my life, and no one I care about will be there to share it with me.
Oh, I'm sorry, Helen.
No, it's okay. I understand. I mean, fate can be cruel sometimes.
Helen, I just checked my schedule and I can make it to that band concert of yours tonight.
And other times it can be downright sadistic.
Come on, Roxanne, be reasonable. What could you and your sister possibly do that would justify my paying an extra $100? Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Well, could just one of you do it for 50? Okay, you got yourself a deal. Yeah.
Joe, now you have got to come to Boston with me tonight. I mean, I have dreamed about this night ever since I was a little girl. I'll be performing with one of the most prestigious orchestras in the country. It's just not going to mean anything unless someone's there to share it with me.
Well, isn't Roy going to be there?
I meant someone that doesn't clap along with the music.
Helen, I would love to, but I can't. It's too late to change the bachelor party.
Please, Joe.
Helen, the only way I could go is if, by some fluke, Jim Bartow called off his wedding. Joe, you're not going to believe what happened. Jim Bartow just called off his wedding.
Yes!
You kidding? No.
You told him to say that. She told you to
She
say
didn't tell
that.
me anything. No. Seems that old Jim was out making a scallop run, and he saw his bride-to-be with some stud on the beach digging for clams without a shovel, if you know what I mean.
You know, this was like it was meant to be. It's like fate. This is destiny. This is great.
I'm sure Jim doesn't think so. He must be devastated.
Actually, he took it all pretty well. He rammed his boat into the pier, screaming her name, and then just went on with life as usual.
Guys, I meant you'll be able to go to the symphony with me.
I don't know. I may have made an oral agreement with the Devlin twins.
All right, Joseph, you went for the 5-star package.
Joe.
Don't worry, Helen. We'll be there.
Faye, you won't believe it. Joe and Brian are going to go to Boston with me tonight. I only wish you could go, too.
Well, as fate would have it, I can.
This is getting weird. What happened to your volunteer award?
Well, the most incredible thing happened. We were having our banquet at Angelo's by the Sea, and some screaming madman rammed his boat into the pier. And they had to close the restaurant. Well, the ceremony's been postponed until tomorrow till they clean up. They wanted me to help, but the plaque's already been engraved. They can't touch me.
Joe, if you're finished with the plane, I'm gonna get started on that transponder.
Actually, Lowell, I'm going to need the plane tonight. It turns out that we can go to Boston with Helen.
All of you?
Yeah.
My, what a pleasant turn of events.
Lowell, since you can't work on the plane, you know what this means.
Yeah, finally a night to myself. See ya.
Don't you want to go to Boston to see Helen's symphony debut?
Oh, yeah, right. That's what I meant. A night to myself with all of you in Boston at Helen's symphonic debut. You know me, any excuse to put on the old monkey suit. Or is this one of those things where you need a tuxedo?
Tuxedo. Well, we're all going to get dressed up, aren't we?
Yeah, absolutely.
I can't believe this. I mean, this is so incredible. A few minutes ago, I was in the depths of despair because no one was going to be able to go with me. And now, one by one, you walk through the door and you tell me you can.
I know. It's like we're living in an O. Henry story.
Leave it to the Irish to produce a man who's not only a great writer, but also makes a damn fine candy bar.
Just didn't get any better than this.
Sure it could. Roy could walk through that door right now and tell you he can't make it.
Helen, about your performance tonight, I've got a problem.
Yes?
The cleaners messed up my tuxedo. Is it okay if I wear a velour jogging suit? It's black.
Hold on, everyone. Things might get a little bumpy back there.
Hey, do you know what the hell you're doing up there? Oh, are we dropping? It feels like we're still dropping.
We're handling it, Roy. Just relax.
How the hell can I relax with you two idiots at the controls? I swear, if I survive this thing, I am going straight to the FAA and have both your licenses revoked.
Well, at least now we have a goal to work toward.
Laura, what happened to the engine anyway?
The technical term is catastrophic engine failure.
What causes that?
Catastrophes. I think the term is pretty self-explanatory, Helen. That's when something explains itself.
God, I hate this.
Oh, now, Roy, just relax and try to think of other things.
Like what?
Well, this tuxedo, for instance. I'm so pleased it fits you. Isn't that a stroke of luck that you and my late husband George are the same size?
This thing stinks. He didn't die in it, did he?
Of course not. That's the mothballs. You know, it's funny, I don't remember George as being as big a man as you are, but I suppose when someone has a pleasant personality, you tend to look past the physical.
I swear if I get out of this Tinker Toy alive, I'm gonna be a nice guy. I'm gonna be a good guy. I'm gonna be the sweetest guy that anybody ever... What the hell is your problem, woman? Sitting there working that crossword puzzle with that stupid grin on your face. Can't you see we're about to die?
Oh, now, Roy, you forget I was a stewardess. We were trained to always smile in the face of danger, to never let the passengers know that there was anything amiss. But if it makes you feel any better, I am throwing up on the inside.
Yeah. This one's a goner, Joe. I'm gonna cross-feed the fuel to the good engine.
All right, we're gonna have to head back.
All right, but remember, with one engine, make the turn really wide.
Wait a minute. Turn? Why are we turning?
Helen, we're down to one engine. This is an emergency. We've got to go back to Nantucket.
Tower, this is...
Back? We're going back?
Helen, I know how much you want to make it to this symphony, but we have got to turn back. The rule is you go to the nearest safe landing place to effect repairs.
Look, Joe, I don't want to panic anybody, but the radio's out.
Oh, my God, the radio's out.
Not to worry, Roy.
How can you say that?
Joe had me get the extended warranty on the radio. That's a gamble that really paid off, huh?
You listen to me. Stop this turning business and get on to Boston.
Helen, we can't. We are not past the midpoint yet. Nantucket is still the closest landing place. FAA regulations are very explicit on this point.
Joe?
And there's a good reason for that. It takes away the temptation to go further than safety would allow.
Joey.
The decision is already made for you. It's out of our hands.
Joe.
What?
Well, during your painfully dry dissertation on the midpoint principle, we passed it. So our nearest safe landing is now Hyannis.
Oh, this is great. Then I can just take a plane from Hyannis to Boston and I can make the performance on time. Yay.
What was that?
Nothing, Roy.
That wasn't nothing. Nothing feels like nothing. That was something.
Shut up, Roy.
Too bad I don't have any honey smoked almonds. That usually calms people right down.
Cross-feed valve is clogged. I don't know if we have enough fuel to make it to Hyannis.
God, I can't believe this.
Oh, God.
Does anyone know an 11-letter sports term meaning tiebreaker?
Shut up, Fatty.
All right, everybody stay calm. We've got limited fuel. If we're gonna make it last...
I know. Do what you have to do.
All right, everybody, guys, we need your cooperation. We're gonna have to lighten our load. Roy.
Oh, no, you don't. No, keep away from me. No, I swear I'll kill the first person who touches me. No.
Roy, I just need you to hand me the toolbox. I've got to start unbolting the seats.
Oh, okay.
But in case we do need you, stand by. Lowell, start the seats. I'll jettison the doors.
Right. You know, it's funny. If Jim Bartow hadn't caught his girlfriend fooling around, he never would have crashed his boat into the pier. So Faye would be accepting an award right now, and she wouldn't be here. And for that matter, Joe and Brian would be at Jim's bachelor party, so they wouldn't be here. And Helen and Roy would be on another flight, so they wouldn't be here. And of course, I wouldn't be here because I'd be down in the hangar installing the new transponder. I may not better than everyone. At least I got out of some work.
What the hell is this transponder he keeps talking about anyway?
That's a transmitter that sends out a constant homing signal so that in the event of a crash, an emergency crew is almost certain to find you.
And if we don't have one?
Well, what's the nautical equivalent of needle in a haystack?
Now, let's quit talking like that. We're not gonna crash. We're gonna make it to Boston. I've had really good luck so far, so everybody keep a good attitude and think positive thoughts.
Okay, how many more seats you want me to throw out?
That may be enough for now. At least I hope it is. I think it's helping. Our airspeed's up. Everyone can relax now. I think we're going to be fine from here on out.
Oh, that was a close one.
You know, you always wonder how you're going to react in moments of crisis. I don't know where that natural courage comes from. It just bubbles up from somewhere.
Yeah, well, maybe it comes from those natural reservoirs underneath your arms, Roy.
I can't believe today. I mean, with all its ups and downs, it's turned out pretty well. I mean, normally I wouldn't say that because I would be afraid of bringing bad luck, but, I mean, considering what we've been through, I mean, what more could possibly happen?
Oh, my God.
Now, if I have to slap you, I will.
That lightning just took out our second engine. By my count, that's all we've got.
Prepare for water landing. Set best glide speed. We're going in.
Man, I really thought we were going to crash.
I was sure of it.
I'm so happy to be here.
Well, it didn't help that you and Brian both froze at the controls. But thank God Lowell was there to land the plane.
Lucky for us, the USS Nimitz was on maneuvers right below us. Lowell, was that your first carrier landing?
You okay, Lowell?
Oh, not really, Joe. Feeling kind of woozy.
Well, that was quite a jolt you took when we landed. How many fingers am I holding up?
Which one of you?
That's woozy.
Oh, what's that bright light?
What light?
That bright light. I'm being drawn toward it. Oh, am I dying and passing over to the other side? Hey, what's that voice? Is that you, Grandpa? Grandpa Mather? I'm coming, Grandpa. I'm coming.
Lowell. Lowell. Lowell?
What?
Thank goodness he's coming, too.
You're not my grandpa.
You were hallucinating. You banged your head when we hit the water.
You mean we're not back at the airport?
No.
Well, where are we?
Actually, that's a very good question.
So after the plane crash, Joe got the lifeboat inflated, and then we all climbed in. Isn't any of this coming back to you?
Not really, Faye. But not to worry. You know what they say about severe head trauma.
What's that?
What's what?
The storm cleared out. I can finally see the North Star.
Great. That means the coast is that way. Let's start paddling.
No, Roy. Actually, we're better off staying right where we are. This is where we went off the radar screen. It's the first place they'll look for us.
I can't stand this. We're out in the middle of nowhere. I'm desperate and frightened, and you expect me just to sit here with my hands tied?
Well, now you know how your dates must feel.
Look, Roy, they probably sent a plane out for us already. As soon as we hear it, we'll set off our flare gun.
I feel like we're living in that Hitchcock movie.
You mean birds are gonna come peck our eyes out?
I think the movie Roy's talking about is Lifeboat.
Oh, right. What's that one about?
Brian, it looks like we're taking on some water. Give me a hand with the bailing.
Well, all I can say is this whole thing's pretty romantic. Here we are, 6 people stranded at sea, dressed in formal wear. We must look like refugees from the Titanic.
Oh, for God's sake, woman, we were in a plane crash. What does it take to put you in a bad mood?
Well, if you must know, I'm not too crazy about control-top pantyhose that's been mislabeled.
I say we should all just be grateful we're alive.
Well, I certainly am. I just have one question. If I was knocked unconscious when we landed, then how did I end up in the lifeboat?
Actually, it was Roy who pulled you up.
Really? Well, what can I say but thank you, Roy?
It was nothing.
Now, don't shy away from this. I won't draw it out. I'll just keep it simple and to the point. I love you, Roy.
Oh, will you knock it off? It was an accident. My cufflink caught on your collar as I was climbing up. Trust me, if I had the whole thing to do over again, I would have worn a short-sleeved shirt.
You're not an easy man to love, Roy Biggins.
Brian, this bailing isn't helping much. I think we're just too heavy for the boat.
Yeah, you know what? I think maybe we better take turns in the water. You, me, and Roy can rotate. I'll go first.
All right, good idea.
What is this you, me, and Roy stuff?
Excuse me, Lowell is hurt.
Yeah, well, I was talking about Fay and Helen. Did you ever hear about equality among the sexes, women's liberation?
Yeah, moving defense of women's rights, Roy. Especially coming from a man who has silver cutouts of topless women on the mud flaps of his El Camino.
Well, I know what we need to put us all in a good mood. A song. I'm assuming everyone knows the words to Peanut on the Railroad Track.
Faye, we've only been in the water 15 minutes. We're not that desperate yet.
I could be on fire for 15 minutes and not be that desperate.
There's no use staring at it, Joe. You can't bring it back.
I can't believe I'm going to lose that plane. If it goes down, it's going to take 8 long years of hard work and sacrifice with it.
There she goes.
There goes my whole life.
Still got me, Joe.
Oh, God.
If it's any consolation, a pretty big part of my life went down with it. My cello was on that plane. Not that it ever did me any good.
But you were on your way to play with the Boston Philharmonic.
Right, and look what happened. I mean, this is so typical. Every time I start to feel good about my music, something bad happens. Every time I start to feel bad, I get a little bit of encouragement. Well, I guess this finally settles it, you know? My cello's at the bottom of the ocean, never to be played again. It's like God finally gave me one clear-cut sign of exactly what to do. There.
Nice going, Helen. That was our only flare.
$8,700, 8,701, 8,702, 8,703, 8,704, 8,705. Oh, darn. Did I already count that one? 1, 2.
What's that?
What's what?
I hear a motor.
It's coming from over there. Here.
Talk about gorgeous.
Boy, I'll say. That's a Surf Chopper E2000.
What are you people doing here?
Well, we had a plane crash. You gotta go get us some help.
Okay, I can take one of you with me.
Well, I don't need to be asked twice.
Actually, I was thinking of someone a little sexier, more manly. Like him.
Me? Okay. But I have to warn you, I haven't been feeling too well lately.
I bet I know something that'll make you feel a whole lot better.
What?
Wake up. Lowell, wake up.
Huh?
Wake up. You were having another hallucination.
Ah, well, at least they're getting better. That time I was being seduced by a woman who looked just like Christy Brinkley.
Oh, I have that dream all the time.
You have erotic dreams about Christy Brinkley?
Oh, I thought he said David Brinkley. Oh, you must have thought I was pretty strange for a second there.
Yeah, just for a second there.
There's no need for sarcasm.
Well, excuse me, Faye, but it just so happens that I'm cold and I'm wet. And I've had the sharp edge of your pump in my behind for the better part of an hour.
Hey, come on. Just stop it. Look, I know we're all a little tense. So, why don't we just try to sit here quietly not do anything that might get on each other's... What are you doing?
Oh, I'm just flicking this thing here.
It's really annoying.
I'm sorry, Joe. Not usually this fidgety when I'm stranded at sea, but I had an extra cup of coffee this morning.
Oh, you did? Just stop it. Fine.
Oh, my God!
What?
I just realized if we don't have these tuxedos back by 5, we get charged for a whole extra day.
Well, I think I know what the problem is. We're all getting a little cranky because we're all hungry. Well, I have something in my purse for just such an occasion.
Wait, you keep a little something in your purse in case you're stranded at sea, in a lifeboat, in an evening gown?
Oh, shut up. I keep a little pack of Oreos in my purse. Oh, I just hope they don't get wet. They're so good when they're fresh. Wait a minute. They're gone. Somebody must have taken them.
What? Hey, don't look at me.
Wait, hold on a minute. Helen, let me see your teeth.
Move on.
Look, her teeth, they're still black. She ate the cookies.
There's still some on her teeth. Hold her down.
Oh, all right, I took them. They were good and they were fresh. So what?
Oh, I might have known it was you.
Oh, knock it off. It's not like you've made this trip such a joyride.
Oh, well, maybe we wouldn't still be on this trip if you hadn't shot off our only flare.
Excuse me.
Oh, what were we supposed to do then? Throw the empty gun at passing planes?
All right.
Thanks, Faye.
That's enough. Stop it. It's enough. Why don't we all just relax? Say nothing. Okay?
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
Brian, are you purposely trying to annoy me?
I thought about it, Joe, and I decided that even though we're 10 miles out to sea, this is still a free country, so I'll flick all I want to flick till I flicked, and I feel like I'm done flicking. So I'll just flick.
Yeah, we're trying.
Hey, no, you can't. Just stop.
Oh, my God, we're sinking.
Quit, Brian, will ya?
Hey, look. Oh, my God.
Attention on the life raft. This is the Coast Guard.
Well, I'm not getting sucked in again. This is just another one of my hallucinations. Watch, I bet I can walk across the water. We're saved! We're saved!
Morning, Lowell. Helen.
Hey.
Attractive stranger in the tartan pullover.
Well, you're certainly chipper, Brian.
Oh, Lowly, I'm a changed man. Ever since that plane crash, got a new appreciation for life.
Oh, I know just what you mean. The simple beauty of a child's laughter.
Oh, there you go.
Spending the entire day watching a tree grow.
Absolutely.
Well, I don't have time for that stuff anymore. I've got people to see, women to bed. Why, I've never even been to Canada.
Lowell, relax. There's time.
Not now, Faye, not now.
Oh, okay, Joe. I'll come back a little later.
What's Joe yelling about now?
Oh, well, you know, he's still trying to rent a plane.
Oh, you're kidding. He's been at that for days.
Oh, what is it with people? You crash one plane and they act like you're trouble.
I can't believe this. Flat out won't rent me a plane. Can't afford a new plane. The insurance company won't replace my old plane. How am I supposed to run a business?
No, Joe. Calm down. Everything's going to be okay. Look, here's the mail.
Oh, the mail. Yeah, this ought to be fun. Let's see, hangar bill, electric bill, fuel bill. Thanks, Faye. I feel much better now. Try to understand this. I don't have any money to send out. I need money coming in.
Buongiorno.
Hey, look who's back.
You smell like an airplane.
How was your trip?
Oh, the worst. First, we are delayed for 12 hours in Rome.
Oh, God.
Then a screaming baby sits behind me the entire way. Then they lose my luggage.
Oh, Antonio.
We're in a plane crash.
Must you always top my story?
No lie, Antonio. We were forced to make a water landing.
We spent 8 hours at sea.
Freezing cold in a lifeboat.
With Roy.
Oh, God, you poor people.
It's good. It's good to have you back. It was really
Oh, come on. Rent a room. Here, Cochran, I got some of your mail.
Roy, didn't you notice Antonio's back from Italy?
So, I'm back from the can. You don't see me making a big deal of that.
Oh, these are all bills. I can't give these to Joe. It's going to push him over the edge.
What's wrong with Joe?
He lost his plane. He owes everybody. He's just not himself.
Oh, allow me. I have a way with Joe. He will take one look at Antonio's face, and all will be well. Joe.
Antonio, I'm desperate. I need money.
Joe.
7,000 lira. It's probably only $1.50, but I'll take it. What else have you got?
Joe.
I got no choice. The whole world is falling apart. Look at this. All these people want money. If I can't find a way out of this, I don't know if I can go on.
Joe.
Because it's killing me. I don't even know who I am anymore. I'm losing it. I mean, look what I did to you. You're one of my best friends, and I practically mugged you.
Joe.
I know exactly what you're saying. Is it even worth it? What if I do find a way to dig myself out of this? Even in the best of times, this stupid business barely even broke even.
Joe.
No, Antonio, let me finish. Who am I doing this for? I don't need this business. I certainly don't need these bills. I don't need any of this. To hell with it. That felt great. I've never done anything like that before. It's like I'm a new person.
Joe?
That's right, the new Joe. Thank you, Antonio. Thank you. You saved my life. You made everything seem so clear to me. Brian! I'm free! I love this! Woohoo!
Hey, Joe, what are you doing?
I made a decision, Brian. I'm folding the business. Whoa, what? It's my business. I can do whatever I want with it. Antonio and I, we worked the whole thing out.
Hey, Joe, see, you're forgetting, see, that certain lazy, shiftless, irresponsible people depend upon you to be in business. And I'm not just talking about Faye.
Too late, Brian. My mind is made up. I have paid my last bill. I have flown my last flight. Sandpiper Air is officially history.
Shh. What the world you say to him?
I just don't know how to keep my mouth shut.
Would you look at this? I wouldn't have believed it if I hadn't seen it with my own eyes. Joe, you're actually quitting.
Uh-huh. Want to buy a vowel? No?
This is amazing. And just what are you gonna do?
I'm moving to the South Pacific.
The South Pacific.
Yeah, the Marquesas. It's a little island chain I read about in National Geographic when I was a kid. It's pristine. The sun always shines. And at least in 1967, the women weren't wearing any tops.
Well, if those women are still there, you better hope they're wearing their tops now.
Helen, wait, hold on. Oh, this is good. This is good. I love this.
What?
Come with me.
What?
Come with me. What is keeping you here?
Well, for one thing, sweetheart, I have responsibilities. You know, I can't just pick up and go. I have a life.
Oh, Helen, you work at a little greasy spoon in an airport. Your music career is at the bottom of the ocean. The last guy that asked you out was a tourist wearing sandals with black socks and legs whiter than altar linen. Can you call this a life?
What's life like?
So is waxed fruit. Helen, come on. Come with me.
I can't just pick up everything
Helen,
that...
we are talking about a place where the islanders don't even have a word in their language that means work. But they have 11 different words that mean cocktail umbrella. Come on, Helen, come with me. Me and you, just the two of us.
Oh, wait a minute. This isn't about me and you getting back together again, is it?
Helen, don't be ridiculous. I'm gonna go whether you come or not. I just feel so good. I want you to feel it too. I feel great. I am free.
Yeah, but Joe, you can't get...
Helen, you keep saying can't. I can do whatever I want. Look, watch this. I think that's the first time I ever tap danced. Huh?
I wonder how many words those natives have for doofus.
Okay, fine. I will remember your biting sarcasm when I'm swimming with the dolphins.
Dolphins? They have dolphins there? I love dolphins.
Oh, Helen, that is only the beginning. We are talking about a place where the warmth of the sun wakes you up on a white sandy beach. And you pull on your bathing suit. Or maybe not. And you swim in crystal clear water. An islander brings you a refreshing drink in a coconut shell as you lay back in your hammock. And then the gentle trade winds dry your perfectly tanned body. And if the balmy 83-degree weather is too much for you, you weave yourself a hat out of the palm fronds at your feet.
Oh, well, I don't look very good in hats.
Then lose the hat. You can do anything you want.
Okay, Joe. I'm gonna do it.
Do you mean it?
Yes.
Do you really mean it?
Yeah.
Yes, I knew you would. We're gonna live in paradise. Oh, we'll be in the sun.
Oh, wait a minute. What about my lunch counter?
Sell it to the next person who walks through the door.
That's what I'm gonna do.
Joe, there you are.
Oh, no, not Lowell.
Yes, Lowell.
Yes, Lowell, what? Is this a knock-knock joke?
Lowell, how much money you got in your pocket?
$7,000?
You have $7,000 in your pocket. Why?
Does the name Charles Keating mean anything to you?
All right, listen. I'm looking to sell my lunch counter. So what do you say you give me, I don't know, 500 bucks, and it's all yours?
Deal.
I did it.
Don't you feel free already?
I really do.
Me too. Yeah, now I get to spend all day behind the lunch counter and all night working on the planes. I've never felt so free. Okay, but Joe, I've got something to show you out in the hangar. Take just a minute.
No, I can't, Lowell. I can't. I'm leaving town.
You think we should pack right now?
It'll just take a minute. I really think you want to see it.
Oh, all right, but just a minute.
When do you think we should leave?
Oh, let's go tomorrow. We're acting spontaneously. Let's go all the way.
I can't believe it. I'm so excited I can't even say it.
Voila.
My plane.
Huh, what do you know? Anyway, I don't think we're gonna need to pack much. Just maybe some shorts, a little sunscreen, maybe some sandals.
A friend of mine who owns a salvage company found it. I had him tow it on in here for you, Joe.
I can't believe it's all in one piece.
It turns out it sank right on a sandbar.
How about that? Hey, Joe, what a life we're gonna lead, huh? You'll probably find one of those little island girls called Wahinis. I'll probably find myself, a little island boy. What do you suppose they call them? Wahiners?
I never thought I'd see it again.
Yeah, well, take a good look, because it's going to be a long time till we're back here again.
My plane!
That's right. Kiss that sucker goodbye.
My baby!
Joe. Joe. Oh, Joe.